What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews out here with another one. So we got a young lady with us today. How you doing today, miss?
I'm good.
All right. So we just gonna jump right into it. I'm riding. I just literally had to stop in here real quick. I'm like, she's attractive. She looks good. It's a hotel. I know what's going on. So how old are you?
18.
18? Okay, and so I'm assuming making plays, stuff like that?
Yeah.
Okay, how long you been doing it?
On and off for like 2 years.
2 years? So since you were 16?
Mm-hmm.
What made you start doing that at 16? What's up, YouTube? Actually, this is now back to the content.com. I appreciate you being over here. No long commercial. Now back to the content.
It was a girl that introduced me to it.
So when you say introduce me to it, paint that picture for us.
She had told me about this guy, and he said we'll make a lot of money, and then I just went with her. And, yeah.
Okay, were you like, what was your living situation at the time?
Fine. I just wanted to do what I wanted to do.
Meaning the money part or the sex part or both?
Both.
Okay, so let's figure this out. So 18, do you have any kids?
No.
No? Okay. Have you ever been married? No. Okay, so you've been doing this for a couple of years. How much does a date with you typically cost?
They start at 100.
Okay, so it starts at 100, goes up from there. Did the promise that the guy made to you that you would make a lot of money and stuff, did that promise come true?
For a little bit, yeah.
Well, is it not true now, per se?
It is now.
Well, when you say for a little bit, what do you mean? Was there a time when the money wasn't coming in the right way?
No, he was just taking it.
Okay, so that's pretty much how people work, right?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
You didn't know that. Okay, so now that you do know that, is that still the situation? Or
No.
Okay, so do you still have a pimp or whatever?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so you're just solo now? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you mostly get your clientele from like the internet or from the streets, or how does that work?
The internet.
Okay, so the internet, I'd imagine is probably a higher level clientele or people who's willing to spend a little bit more.
Yeah.
Okay, without saying the actual websites, do the website begin with MP? Okay, so it's that website. I got you. I'm familiar. Okay. So let's just start from the beginning real quick. Where you from?
Atlanta.
You from here? What part?
Stone Mountain.
Man, you from the east side? Hey, man. Shout out that east side, man. Shout out that big mountain, man. That brick road, that central all day, man. Shout it out. All right, and so growing up here, did you have both mom and dad in the household?
My mom.
Mom, where was dad? Was he like active, present?
In and out.
In and out. If you had to put it on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being super dad, 1 being you never seen him before, where would you put your dad's involvement in your life?
Like 6.
Okay, so like a 6. So mid, maybe a little bit above mid type deal.
Mm-hmm.
And so do you have siblings?
Yeah.
How many?
2.
And where are you in the birth order?
The middle.
You're the middle child. Okay, so growing up, would you say you had like a fairly normal childhood?
Yeah.
Good childhood?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like did all the normal stuff?
Yeah.
You went to high school and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Did you graduate high school?
Not yet.
No? Yeah, you say you started doing this at 16. Did you leave home when you started doing this, or were you still living at home?
I was in and out.
In and out? So your mom didn't feel no type of way about this or whatever?
She did, but I just did whatever I wanted to do.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay, so I normally ask this question. I'm always shocked. When you were younger, did anything like ever happen to you or anything like that? Okay, so never any type of touching or anything like that. What age did you lose your virginity?
14.
14? What was the circumstances of how did you lose that virginity?
I had snuck out the house.
to go give some cootie cat up to some boy? Was it a boy or a grown man, or what was the deal?
We was the same age.
Okay, so you just was curious and you snuck out the house and you made that happen.
Yeah.
And so from 14 to 16, what was your sex life like? Were you having sex frequently? Were you having it with a lot of different people?
Yeah.
So you would like to Can you give us a visual of what you look like, by the way? Can you like give us a... So you look great. Give us a 360. Okay. So you was like the kind of, I guess, what we would call like kind of short, thick, you know, kind of freak or whatever in high school type deal. You was giving it up.
Yeah.
Okay. So like, if a guy had a little swag, little whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. You was melting like hot butter to a knife.
Yeah.
Why do you laugh at stuff like that? Just to hear someone say it out loud?
I don't know.
Did you used to hear that often when you was younger? You never used to hear people be like, boy, she a
Oh, sometimes.
Sometimes?
Yeah.
Did you ever get like trains ran and stuff like that?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so never had a train.
No.
Okay, have you done threesomes like with other women and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you've done that, but not like the train where it's been multiple guys and stuff like that. Okay, so you wasn't the top level. I got it. But you was giving it up.
Yeah.
So some people are gonna look at this and they're gonna say, "Listen, I see a beautiful, pretty girl. Why is she giving her body up just so easily?"
I don't know. For money.
I get it. So okay, so for money. So let's ask about that. If you had to calculate how much money you make in any given week, without putting too much sauce on it, because I know y'all like to put extra sauce on it, add a zero, stuff like that. All right, but realistically, how much on a normal week, not the best week ever, not the worst week ever, how much would you say you bring, you make, how much money do you make?
1,000 plus.
Okay, in about a week? Okay, and I got to tell you, 1,000 plus is cool, right? But that's not life-changing money.
Yeah.
You could do a lot of things and make $1,000 a week, right? Have you ever thought about that?
Yeah. I invested into a phlebotomy school.
Okay, so you want to see? Are you actually taking the courses?
Yeah, it's on.
'Cause I know how y'all would get into school and then just to get the refund check and then not take the course, huh?
No, it starts Monday.
Starts Monday. And what about high school? Like, are you gonna
go to school
you literally right now?
online?
No, look now. If I had $1 for every kid out here in the streets to say they go to school online.
I do.
Okay, so where? What school?
It's an alternative school.
Why? What happened? What you was doing?
I kept leaving school.
Okay. Well, and so was you considered like a runaway when you was leaving the house?
Mm-hmm.
And they would be looking for you?
Yeah.
And you would just be in and out of different hotels?
Yeah.
On any given day when you was with the pimp or whatever, how many guys on average would you say you did in a day?
Probably like
3?
3.
Okay. All right. Okay, so does your mom know that you are in this lifestyle?
Yeah.
What does she think about it?
She just told me to like be safe and hurry up and get out of it before I get caught up or anything.
So what's your response to that?
I agree.
Well, because you're 18 when you turn 19.
September.
Right. So, okay. So you're 18 and a half, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think even 3 years from now looks like? When you're 21, what do you think that looks like after 3 years of this lifestyle?
I won't be doing it.
So what's the plan? What's the plan to get out of it?
This school I'm finna start.
Okay, so the phlebotomy, that's your ticket out?
Yeah.
Do you enjoy the sex that you have with the guys or whatever?
Sometimes.
Sometimes you do.
Yeah.
What's the difference between when you enjoy it and when you don't enjoy it? Like, what's the difference in either the guys or the situation? What makes you enjoy one guy versus not enjoying the other guy?
Some people be too aggressive or too big.
Too big?
Yeah.
Okay, so you like it like medium type deal? Okay, and then you say too aggressive, meaning what? What does that aggression look like as far as behavior? What type of behaviors?
Just going hard.
You going hard in the paint? So you don't like when they be you like them taking nice and easy, like they making love or something?
I guess.
It's a paid transaction.
I know.
Okay. Do you ever orgasm from these type of rendezvous?
I have.
You have before? What did you think when you orgasm? You like, man, this guy just made me orgasm. Or like, what did you think?
I don't know.
Have you ever had a boyfriend?
Yeah.
When? What age?
Last year.
Okay, and so did he know that you did this lifestyle and stuff?
No, because I stopped doing it at the time.
What? So you were 17, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're saying you had got a boyfriend. How old was he?
22.
22. And how long were y'all together for?
Like 6 months.
6 months? And what made y'all break up?
We fought.
Huh?
We fought.
Fought? Like physical fighting?
Yeah.
About what?
I went through his phone.
And he was like talking to different women and stuff like that?
Man.
Huh?
Man.
What? Wait. Almost tripped up. Hold on. I know this is Atlanta, but damn it, man. What? He was talking to men?
Yeah.
What made you decide to check his phone? You must have had some suspicions or whatever.
Yeah.
What was the suspicions? Like what did he do to make you suspicious?
No, his phone was blowing up and I looked at the name and I don't know, I had a feeling.
Let me ask you this. Was these one of these like swagged up street guys?
No.
What type of guy was this?
He was regular. He worked.
A regular job, regular working type dude.
Mm-hmm.
How'd y'all meet?
Through Instagram.
Through Insta. So he shot his shot?
Yeah. Okay.
And he didn't know that you was doing that lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
So did he ever find out?
No.
So what were you doing during the time when you was with him? For money and stuff?
Working
Okay, like where?
at Zaxby's.
Okay, he's getting good chicken sandwiches. All right, okay. So when you saw that it was a dude, did you just see the name or did you see actual messages and conversations?
Messages.
What was in the messages?
Everything.
Like what?
Like how he talked to me.
Was it a dude that like is a dude or was it a dude that's like a trans?
Like he wear lip gloss.
so it was a dude, but like one of those femme dudes that like be wearing lip gloss, but not necessarily full like trans type deal.
Yeah.
Wow. When you saw that, what went through your head? What was the immediate thought?
I started crying.
What? And this was in front of him?
Mm-hmm.
And what was his reaction?
He was just looking at me, and then I got up and started swinging on him.
Was that the first time y'all had fought?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Did y'all stay together after that?
No.
Yeah, you did. For a little bit. Yeah, don't lie.
For like a day, yes.
For like a day? Did y'all have sex after that?
No.
He's giving you that brown tip. Jesus Christ. Did he used to request the back door?
No.
So he never used to request that from you?
No.
Okay, but obviously that's what he likes. Wow. If your mom were to happen to come across this interview on YouTube, what do you think her thoughts and her reactions are going to be?
Well, she already know everything. So.
And what high school did you go to?
Stone Mountain. I went to a couple.
Where? Stone Mountain and where else?
Stevenson, Charles Drew.
So it's legit might be some folks see this interview and know you.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you think they're going to think?
I don't know.
No? Okay, all right. Well, listen, miss, we appreciate you taking the time answering all of our questions. If anybody out there did want to reach out, help, or donate, do you have a way for them to do that? Social media, Cash App, anything like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have Instagram. It's LOV3KAIB.
Okay.
And my Cash App is KAIBRIHICKS.
Okay. All right. We got you. Like I say, we definitely appreciate you. Definitely wish you nothing but the best. All right. All right.